Hello and welcome to Full of Food. First video using the new Ninja double stack, and I'm going to use their rack stack repeat method. So this is what they suggest you use this machine for, which is putting a carbohydrate on the bottom and a protein on the top to make a meal. And the idea is, because you've got two drawers here, you can stack 4 layers of things into your machine. So I'm going to give this a go. What I've got is some green beans and some salmon, and then I'm going to do that in one drawer. In the other drawer I'm going to do some new potatoes and some steak, and we're just going to season them up, pop them in, follow the instructions on here and see how it goes. So first thing to say about this is they do give quite precise measurements for how much protein and how much carbohydrate you put in. I've got roughly the right measurements here, so that's worth noting. Thickness of meat is going to make a bit of a difference as well. So let's give this a go. Let's prep everything up and see how we get on. So first things first, let's just move our proteins to one side. My green beans I'm just going to put in whole like this, and like I said, there's the right amount there. And the potatoes, all I'm going to do is slice them up. They suggest here that you quarter them. Obviously it depends on the size of your potato, but I'm going to follow that, give it a go, see how it works out. So these are just new potatoes, a little bag of new potatoes. I think I used about half a bag in this. So there we go. I'm just going to quarter them lengthways. I think they probably suggest that so they cook a little bit quicker. So interesting here, this is the amount they suggest for one layer, which is about 300 grams. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was eating this with someone else, I'm not sure 3 new potatoes will really fill me up, but we'll see how we get on. So bear that in mind. They sort of suggest that you can cook for a lot of people in this machine, but I actually think, you know, bar me cooking an extra bit of protein here, these potatoes, the salmon fillets and the beans would probably serve 2 of you, and that's using up 3 of your layers. So worth thinking about that if you're thinking about getting this machine. Like I said, beans are already done. I'm going to season everything now, make sure that it's nice and tasty, and put it into my machine. So let's start with our new potatoes. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop them in here, and I'm just going to season them up with a little bit of olive oil and some salt and pepper and a tiny bit of paprika. I like to use paprika when I cook in the air fryer because it gives everything a really nice colour. Now, the only thing I'd say about this machine that worries me is this here. So normally what I do is I put my potatoes in, my wedges, I cover them in oil and then I give them a shake. But I'm thinking quite a lot of the oil might splat through, so I'm just going to be a little bit careful with that. I'm not putting much oil in at all. Remember, in an air fryer you really don't need much, it's just to coat them, and if you want to you can use fry light as well. Good old crack or black pepper. I want to get these potatoes looking really good. Some nice salt. You can season them up at the end as well, and then I'm going to whack some paprika on. Like I said, I like to put paprika on my potatoes because it gives them a really nice colour, makes them look really appetising. So I'm just going to hold my hand over the end there, give those a little bit of a toss. Actually not bad at all, little bit of oil, but nothing to worry about. Of course, you can't do that when this is hot and you're cooking halfway through. So that's another concern of mine, is if I've got something in here that's maybe coated in oil, that it's all going to splash out the back when I pull the drawer out and give everything a shake. So there's our first layer, our potatoes. Let's pop our rack in, and with the potatoes I'm going to do a steak. So all I'm going to do is grab this lovely steak here and lay it on that rack. Now, one of the great things about this cooking method, I've used a similar Ninja machine that uses this cooking method, is that all those lovely juices drip down underneath. So with this, a little drizzle of olive oil, got a little brush here to make sure I've got it nicely covered, and then good old bit of seasoning again, some salt and pepper. So there we have it, our first one with our new potatoes on the bottom and our steak on the top. So let's get that into the machine. And then what I'm going to do in the top one is I'm going to do my beans and I'm going to do my salmon. So with the beans, like I said, I'm just keeping these whole, and I'm just going to do a similar method. A tiny bit of oil, some salt and pepper, then a little shake to toast them. Interesting, as I'm doing that, these beans are coming through the end, so that worries me a bit when it goes in, because this machine heats from the back, not from the top like other air fryers. But we'll watch that. Rack on. We're going to go salmon this time, and when I cook my salmon in an air fryer, I love to put a little bit of sweet chilli sauce on top. You could do anything. You could do a little bit of soy, you could do any sort of paste or lime or anything. So all I like to do is this, and it just, I find, makes it lovely golden and caramelised. And what I'll do is I'll put sort of half on now, and then I'll put half on, tiny bit of seasoning on that as well. So that's my top one. So I've got my beans and my salmon in there. So let's have a little look what it says. So it says mix and match your favourites, select your zone, select air fry, and what we're going to do hopefully is match this. So we're going zone 1 and we're going air fry. Set the temperature to 190. Use on the chart on the right to set your time. So I've got 15 minutes for seafood, so that's good. So we're 15 minutes on there. So temp, we're going 190. Time, we're going 15 minutes. Fabulous. Select double stack pro, which is the bottom one. I'm going to hit match as well because I want them both to do it, and then we're off. Okay, so let's have a little look at halfway through. Now Ninja doesn't tell you to do anything. It doesn't tell you to shake or anything. So I'm just going to leave this be, but that's looking quite good so far. And the only thing I'm going to do with that salmon, again looking quite good, is put a bit more of this lovely chilli sauce on to make sure I get it nice and glazed. There we go. So let's pop that back in and see how that gets on. Okay, so moment of truth. The machine's finished its 15 minutes. It was just cooling down there. We're going to see what we've got and whether it's cooked nicely. Now I'm going to use my trusty thermometer to check whether everything's cooked right, and we'll also slice things up and have a look as well. So let's look first at the salmon. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Nice and golden. Check we're cooked in the middle. Yeah, perfect. And then we can see the beans below. Okay, we'll get those out in a bit. And then next up, our steak. So here we go. Be interesting to cut this steak open and see what it's like. Yeah, that looks good. And again, the potatoes I can see underneath. Let's get these out, put them into a plate and see what they're like. So here's our potatoes. Quite uneven cooking. Cooked maybe a little bit better at the front here. Feel still quite hard, so we'll give them a little go, see what they turn out like. Okay, so if you like your steak, I'd say, well, there's a tiny hint of pink in there, but that's not going to hang around once it's rested a little bit. Then not bad at all. But obviously your steak, cooking of steak is quite personal, so I'm not sure whether that's really going to work. Maybe you could put your steak in a little bit later, but that kind of defeats the object of this. It's supposed to be sort of one-stop shop, if you like. So there's your potato wedges. Let's pop our steak on the side there. Right, so dish number 1 done. That's potato wedges and steak. Let's go on to number 2. But here's your beans. Again, can you see? Quite uneven cooking. I mean, I want to love this machine, don't get me wrong. And I want to use it for what I think is their main purpose, Ninja's main purpose, but I'm not 100% convinced it's anything particularly great. So quite crispy beans if you like your beans crispy. Okay, so back in with the salmon. Actually it came off quite well in the end. Let's pop that in there, pop that in there. Obviously we've got a really nice colour on this salmon here. Let's just cut into this one and see what we're like inside. Okay, so again I'd say a tiny bit overcooked there, but do you know what, for something quite simple and easy to do, it's a really nice way of just cooking a nice healthy simple meal, so not bad at all. Okay, so if you want to know a little bit more about this machine and my comparison to the Dual Zone, then watch my other video, I'll put it up here, and then watch this space and subscribe if you want to find out what I found out after 2 weeks of owning this, which should be out next week. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to Full of Food if you can.